Hey, I want to welcome you to the Spiritual Corner. My name is Prism, P-Chan, or PC, whatever you want to call me. And I'm just starting off the reading a little different. Instead of using my little instrument, I have been called to channel a song, and we're going to introduce the fairy energies that way. It looks like someone is currently missing you, or the old version of you, rather. Um, I got Tenacious D's Dude, I Totally Miss You. So it goes. Dude, I totally miss you. I really fucking miss you. I'm all alone all the time, all the time. Dude, I totally miss you. The things we did together. Where have you gone? I totally miss the honesty, the special parts, and honestly, I totally miss the fucked up things you do. Dude, I totally miss you. I totally miss you. Dude, I totally miss you all the time. So, yeah, someone's deeply in their feelings. There's like a wailing that happens after that. That I would assume would be them crying. But yeah, there's definitely someone missing you and your energy. So, we're going to see if that comes up. If it does, then we'll read on it. If it doesn't, it could just be someone quite irrelevant that isn't really needed to be touched on. Interesting. We got some new cards out. We have painting poppies, which is so adorable. They're literally painting poppies. Like, wow. Oh. And then these little creatures, like they're like elves, but not. They have like this mothy looking body. It's quite interesting. And they're the paint cans are acorns. Like, so cute. Oops. And then we got Trouble, which landed on top of it. Something creative, something doing with the sacral energy, some sort of current trouble going on with this dark energy. I'm more so getting like this little curmudgeon in the back is maybe the trouble here, who knows. And then we have Beloved, which is a very warming motherly card here. So you could be 49, 46, and 27 are the numbers. I'm kind of wondering how this is going to go, because the trouble doesn't feel like your energy. It's the painting poppies and the Beloved that feel like more your energy. But we'll take a look. So 49. Definitely getting some sort of creative sacral energy here. And I'll have Trouble ready to go. So the keyword is creativity, so we're definitely on the right track. Creativity can be as possible or as simple as painting poppies. These fairies love what they're doing. Excuse me. Every person has a special area in their life where they shine. It's up to you to find your gift and to consciously nurture it. If you're truly loving what you're doing, you cannot help but be successful. Don't allow others to tell you about your dreams and that they're impossible. If there is something that you love doing, go for it. Ask for the fairies to help you connect with the universal creative energies and to focus them on your work. If you choose this card, you may be searching still for the special gift that you have. Never fear, you will find it, or you may know what your gift is, but be hesitant about putting any effort into developing it. In that case, this card is telling you to get on it. Quit wasting time. Some gifts are more tangible than others. You can see a painting or hear a person playing music, but other gifts might come in more subtle ways. Be willing to explore and find out what your gifts are. It says what your gift is, but I said gifts. So you may have multiple gifts. When you find it, you will love it, and so will you know it is yours. It's time to embrace your confidence and determination. Effort reaps rewards. And also, I was getting the channel that you've already kind of gone down this path of developing your gifts, looking for your gifts. It's like you've been on this mission in the past to just figure yourself out and find out what creative abilities that you have. And we have trouble, honesty. Interesting. So maybe you're being more honest with yourself here. This card is telling you to keep your eyes open and your ears alert. Someone is not being as honest with you as they can be. This could be that energy. This can be in business affairs or in a relationship. There's a stretching of the truth or a covering up of facts. You are likely to find out too late unless you pay attention. Bring your intuition into play and combine it with fact-finding. No one can keep the wool over your eyes for very long. This card is also asking you to be more scrupulous with your own words and deeds. Remember that what you send out is what you get back. This is the law of the universe. Be honest with yourself. Trouble can also always be avoided by paying attention, choosing your words and your actions wisely. And by listening to the higher self, ask your fairies and angels to help you to tap into the highest and best energies. Remember that you do not need to draw negative situations into your life. Choose to bring joyful and positive situations instead. Sometimes the best action can simply be no action, and that's always my go-to. If I feel like I am not going to say anything nice, I just don't say it at all unless I feel like it's needed and it's more grounded in development and healing. Of course, that cannot be always taken that way, but that's the risk that I tend to take whenever I do choose to say what I want to say, or what I feel needs to be said, rather. And that's the thing. You want to be very intentional. I think you're currently in this, learning this, and the best thing I can tell you is to just remain vigilant. Remain someone who observes, who's always looking at what is going on around you. That was always something that I was taught as a kid, is not just being vigilant like when you're walking around, but being vigilant at all times, being intentional with where your energy goes and flows. And when you notice something's off, that should perk up and give you that ping to be more observant of certain factors that are going on. And it seems like there's someone in your energy that isn't being honest with their feelings, is how I'm getting it. Beloved. The key word is admiration, or adoration, sorry. Who do the angels and elements adore? Who do they serve joyously and tirelessly? You. They know of the great work that you are here to do on earth, and they do their very best to aid you. They watch out for you, they whisper answers in your ear, they help heal you when you're ill and comfort you when you're sad. Because of them, you're never alone. They're always at your beckoning. Family members or friends who have passed on help in these capacities too. If you become quiet, they will give you a sign. It could be a feeling in the forehead, a gentle wisp through your hair, a sense of a hand of your shoulder. You can also call them and they will come to you. This card reminds you that that your helping beings are thinking of you. It can also be telling you that you have an admirer on the earthly plane. Remember that you are beloved. Always be yourself and know that it is good enough. Others will love you for who you are, not for who you might think you should be. Recognize your incredible uniqueness in this world. There is no other like you. There is no other person who can fulfill your destiny on earth. Adore yourself. And I feel like you're going into this self-love now that you're starting to really embody those talents, those gifts, and in turn embodying who you are. I feel like it's bringing you there. That's why I said these cards are more like you. And this is this energy in between that, but I feel like you are progressing past this energy anyway. This could also be a tale of them being them adoring you, but I'm not getting this as an energy that is grounded in honesty, clearly. So let's see how this goes. I think I'm going to start off with the Pot Tarot. I do have other decks, but these are the ones that I'm more comfortable with and I feel called to use most of the time. Eventually you'll start to see changes. So we're pulling for painting poppies. We have Strength, Three of Cups, Death, and the King of Swords. One of your gifts could be restraint. Restraint towards some sort of group that might miss you. They're in the upright, but I don't know. I wouldn't trust this. There's been a transformation, and this is due to your ability to see things logically. So you could have a very analytical point of observation where you can see all the logistics of things, calculations, strategies that people might have. There's a lot of courage here. You could be someone who isn't afraid to do what you have to do. I almost said restrain yourself because it is the Strength card, but it could just be mainly having integrity. I'm gonna get more on this. Can I get a clarifying spread? Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Jeez. So I got the Lovers. Relationships has been a thing out here, so that's interesting. And then I have the World. And then I have Six of Cups in reverse. So there's something with your logic and your perception that you were able to see about something that you saw in a lighter lens prior. And this change in perspective about either a lover or making a choice. Yeah, I'm getting like this could be a significant group of friends to you or that you used to hang out with. And restraining yourself was one of those major choices that you need to make. So this could have been like a very prominent group that you were hanging out with, like some people you called your soul family, but you ended it. And this is because something was shown to you that changed your whole idea of the past or these past people. And it has to do with some sort of lack of intuition on their part, manipulation. I'm getting like a lack of emotional intelligence or even stability emotionally. Could have been a lot of arguments, a lot of drama. Definitely getting drama queen. Doesn't have to be a female or female group. It could be also, this could be the single feminine energy in this group that really was the main issue. It's also kind of funny that one of these bongs or cups is blue. Let me see a little bit more about the Queen of Cups reverse. Wow, and then we have the Queen of Swords reverse, and then the wheel in reverse was sticking out. There's definitely some feelings of being delayed now that you have restrained yourself and changed the dynamic of a community connection. And this could be your gifts right here, just having the ability to observe a situation and remove yourself properly. You're not afraid of change. You're not afraid of transforming a situation or yourself, rather. You're very much tapped in when it comes to your gifts. And this situation could have also helped develop your gifts as well. Queen of Cups. Death and death. What is going on? So yeah, this, you caused an ending for this person. And then the world, like 2 deaths in the world, like, oh my god. Yeah, they did not win in this situation. Definitely getting competition energy. You could be a masculine, you don't have to be, but you're definitely standing in this masculine energy, very much sure of your investments and where you put your energy towards relationships specifically. You're definitely choosing what not to invest in, what to invest in with the Knight of Pentacles. You're not moving forward with this. And it's something you've been building for a long time. This could be, like I said, a very prominent group that you used to hang out with, and this could have been specifically this person who was always someone you could count on at some point, but you start to realize a lot about them, and that caused you to just drop this persistent investment in them. You could have also been maybe receiving nudges to walk away from this person, and there was a lack of foresight or understanding. Like there's a stubbornness here that isn't anymore. So yeah, there could have been a huge change, especially with the Lovers and then the World, and then death. Like there's so much major changes here. I kind of want to get more. So this is someone who had to go through a transformation due to your choice in ending things. They do not feel seen. They feel like you are the one here with the leadership, with the ability to, like, you have the resources here. You're the one that holds the powers, getting it, and you make the decisions. And your decision is not putting any energy in this. Wow. It's not easy to do, so that's really cool. Alright, we're going to move on to trouble so we can see what's up with this. Maybe they're currently causing trouble just due to not getting their way. These major changes aren't going as flowing. They're not flowing as much as they are. Oh my gosh, for you, this must be confirmation, because oh my gosh, I can't stop burping. So trouble. The Star, someone that's fallen from grace, someone that hasn't healed, a Queen of Wands, and this landed on the Knight of Coins reverse, and this is a Queen of Wands in reverse, someone who is jealous, envious. Maybe they're envious or jealous of the fact that you stopped investing in them. I kind of want to keep that there. I'm just going to connect those. Perfect. Yeah, and the way it sits, it's like they've fallen from grace due to this lack of investment in them. They are not happy. This could also be if you are resonating with seeing this happening or knowing that this is happening for someone else. Like, let's say this is a King of Swords, masculine energy, who is changing a lot in the past to progress their future, and maybe they're coming towards you by choosing you. There's a lot going on in the background, a lot of jealousy, a lot of huge transformations in not just the masculine's life, but the feminine. I'm kind of getting the same energy with the Queen of Wands reverse and the Queen of Cups reverse, but this could also be 2 feminine energies, but I really don't think it is. Let me get more on the Queen of Wands, please. Yeah, this could be a relationship. Put yourself where you fit, but because someone was left out in the cold, is how it's coming out. they are in major distress. A lot of stressful nights, lacking of sleep. And this is because they could be connected to you by a child, but they don't have to be. This could just be a very immature energy. But the Ten of Cups gives me not a family member, but someone you're actually with in a relationship, and they wanted this investment, this offer, this message, this good news, and I'm getting that they didn't get it. But this could also be someone that's very immature with their movements. Here it comes again, King of Pentacles. They can't balance something out with this masculine energy. Someone who is very wise and who is very good at with their investments. They know what to invest in and what not to. And it seems that though this Queen of Wands wants this beginning, this new spark, towards a happy ending with a family, some sort of family dynamic, they're not getting the offer. They want this offer, even just a little bit, even just a small gesture. But again, the King of Pentacles is here. If you are the King of Pentacles in the situation, you hold the power, or someone holds the power here to decide whether something goes or not. And clearly they can't get them to be on their side. They can't juggle the King of Pentacles. He's not allowing himself to be juggled because he's already opted out. And I'm saying he for the simple fact that it's a masculine card, but you of course you could just be embodying someone who's taking a lot more action in their life, and that's why you're coming out more masculine. I don't know why I felt like I need to part the deck, but it looks like, yeah, you've come out a hermit because all that you need to see has been brought to light. You've seen through that beautiful lantern all that you need to see. I'm going to switch decks. I can get a little bit more. So it looks like they're just trying to cause trouble, but they're blocked. Two of Swords. There's no, yeah, all they can do is really watch, analyze, take in information. They could be seeing something developing. And it's like they want to roll their little boat over to you or to this person, and they've been halted. They're stuck in muddy waters. While I'm getting you or this person is in a stable condition, whether this be with an actual union or just with themselves, in union with themselves, there's no way this is going to happen. It's almost like someone wants you to kind of go back. Like I said, what was the song? I missed the honesty, the special parts, and honestly, I miss the fucked up things you do. They wanted a conditional relationship. They wanted you to be in a lower vibration, in an unhealed state. So, and I'm also getting their unhealed with the Star reverse and the Queen of Wands reverse. They wanted you to have the same frequency so they could be in your energy, or they could be in this person's energy, and that's not happening. There's been too much development here with their healing or with your healing that all they can do is watch. We're gonna move to Beloved. Beloved. I'll take these off the top. And wow, so yeah, you're moving in a different direction. You're focused on new beginnings, taking leaps of faith, healing with the Four of Swords reversed. And I feel like this could also be contemplation energy from this person who's trying to take control. They're coming up as the Emperor reversed. So like I said, this could be a masculine who is very much feminine presenting, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be someone that's really trying to be a tyrant in your life. And you're rejecting this because you know that it's a fruitful investment. Rather, it would just overwork you and bear no fruits. And right after that, when I pulled that card, the Eight of, interesting, the Eight of Pentacles off, the Devil reverse popped up. So you've completely detached from whatever connection or contract that this was. And you have the Three of Pentacles. You're not working along with these people or possibly this person. It could also be, like I said, two feminines. Take it as it resonates. But yeah, there's no strong arming you. You know where you're going. You have the power here. You obviously have the resources. They do not. They might even be wanting you for your resources. And they can't even get a little bit. Take these in. Yeah, they are completely unsatisfied because they can't create any conflict in your life. And that's crazy that they just want to create trouble. But I think that's what they thrive in, is these dysfunctional, argumentative, jealous, lacking any emotional clarity type relationships where you're just always bickering, always arguing, always allowing yourself to take the blame for them, or the opposite. There's just this constant, it's very, almost gonna be narcissistic, but it's very just much a toxic relationship where no one gets fulfilled except this person whenever they're fighting with you because they can get a rise out of you. It's weird, but no, and it's like you, whoa, and then what's that? And it's like you are off going into a new beginning, taking a leap of faith towards a better receptive situation. You could be walking back towards someone because you're being guided with the Star and the Eight of Cups as well showing itself. And this is a burden for them. Absolutely. They see this as unfair with the Justice reverse card and the Three of Wands. They expected to get something out of this, and they're not getting a darn thing. They could have just put all their eggs in one basket, in this one basket, without realizing that you were already going through a lot of transformations, or that you are in a different place in your life, or that they didn't even know you at all. Kind of getting that. They have this like with the Page of Wands, Ten of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles, they had this idea of how things were going to be, or how things were going to play out, or the expectation of whatever, but it was grounded in some sort of just illusion. Yeah, and then look at here, that Three of Pentacles, that group you're not working with, I don't know if they're trying to collaborate together, but they're definitely feeling left out, because you've pulled your love back. But where are you? You're clearly in this abundant, loving energy, possibly having someone come in. What's up with that? Because we're getting a lot of their energy, but like, who cares? I mean, they could be the one who has this loving energy for you. But it's so heavy. Like, it just feels so heavy and burdening. What's up with you? You're staying out of conflict because you've already been awakened to the tomfoolery. You're very much focused on, and this landed on the Four of Wands. So you could be in a conflict free relationship or connection, or the connection between you and yourself is conflict free. And you're awakened to why. And it's because of the change in people around you, energies around you. Because these could also be coworkers, which I'm not really getting that. But regardless, can't stress to say, take it as it resonates. And then here's another energy. We have the King of Swords reversed. Yeah, this could be a group. and there's a prominent person that maybe you were dating that you had to step away from, and it's affecting the whole unit. And someone who is a King of Swords, a very the opposite of who you or this person is in, who is logical, clear-headed, is able to strategize correctly, properly, and is very like I'm getting not cunning, but quick on your feet. You're very good with your words, but you're someone who is respectable, respects boundaries. You act accordingly. Whereas this person just acts without a clear mind. They're very foggy-headed, overthinking. Will use information against you, narcissistic, especially with them being tied. It's like they're bound. So this could be this Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands reverse energy that is bound to this person that's in a family. This could be your family. They could be bound to your family somehow if you are the King of Pentacles, King of Swords. If not, this feminine energy could be bound to this distorted masculine energy in this person's family. Like you can be bound to something that has to do with the family or an inheritance. I'm getting weird. I'm getting weird energy. Like they work together to put conflict in your life, and because you walked away, they weren't able to do that. And this might have to have been a lucrative plan for them for some reason, because they're weird. This is very weird. Anybody that would plot on their own family is weird. Give me some clarity on that, please. Cause look. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Two of Wands. There's definitely a plan here. And this plan was to cause drama and conflict. And this would have created harmony and balance for them. Because I guess they're in a negative, I guess because they aren't healed, everybody would be around them would be unhealed, therefore there would be balance. It's so weird. This is very gross. And here we go again with the Nine of Swords. This isn't working. This is more stressful than fulfilling. Like all these Nine of Cups reversed, Five of Swords reversed, the Nine of Swords popping out twice, the Six of Swords reversed, the Two of Swords, and having to be the Page of Swords. They're not getting anything. I guess they thought they could play on your loving energy, but you're already out of there. You're the Fool. You're not paying attention to this. You're paying attention to whatever's going on in front of you. Whatever you're working on. I feel like you're like, is that blind to the bullshit? Just not paying attention to what's going on. Why does my collective need to know this? It seems like they can't do anything. It's a lot of cards, but I'll read them. Because there's something coming in due to all of this. You have something coming in that's tangible. It could be a home, could be a sum of money, it could just be just a new opportunity, a new start, a new job. Feels like you dodged a bullet here. Two of Cups reversed, Six of Cups reversed, Nine of Wands reversed, the Tower reversed, Five of Swords reversed, Nine of Cups reversed. Almost all of these were in reversed, but we also have the Five of Pentacles at the end. There is no fulfillment here, no conflict that can be created, no spiritual war. They have to put their wand down. They have to sit the fuck down. They've already been seen for who they are. There's a misalignment here. You've already broken it off. You've dodged a huge bullet by doing that. You could have even been defending yourself for so long that you decided, I'm not being the wounded warrior anymore. I'm just going to sit the hell down and worry about my investments. And that was the best thing you could have ever did, was worry about you. Well, I guess you needed to know this to know that nothing's going to come out of this. But you do need to know that they're trying, or that they tried. I'm getting that they're trying, but they can't do anything. You have the power here. You decide what gets invested in, because they need you. You don't need them. I'm gonna give this a quick shuffle, just because I haven't shuffled it quite yet. Alright, let's get a couple whispers out from my collective. And we have wings of inspiration. Let your imagination soar. Embrace the freedom of creativity. And we talked about that. Continue to invest in your gifts and invest in yourself. Finding ways to create through your gifts, whether it be creating in a space, in your 9-to-5 space, or creating, actually on campuses, or digital art. It does not matter. Use your imagination any way that you can, because that's what keeps you in a high frequency, is when you're always creating, because that's what we were brought on earth, is to co-create with the universe, right? And then we have listen to the trees, find wisdom in the ancient whispers. So it's like the fairies, sorry if you can hear the train in the background. The fairies are kind of trying to give you resources or information, wisdom, and they want to talk to you, whether that be playing music and inviting them in your space, or even going out and hugging trees and being in the forest or the park and just hanging with those energies. You can get a lot of wisdom, light codes, being in the sun for a little bit, just going outside and even sitting on the porch and just listening to the breeze. There's so much wisdom in nature, and it'll tell you a lot, especially if you feel creatively blocked or stuck, which I'm not getting that, but if you just want some extra tidbits on what to do or how to help your situation, it really helps. Just being around green really awakens the creative spark. That's why a lot of artists will tell you to go outside and do landscapes. Not only is it calming, and there's a lot of people that love doing landscapes, but green itself really does bring out the creative flair. Even though green rules the heart is what fuels the sacral. So I want to thank you for watching another reading with me. I know this one was a doozy, but know that you're okay, and know that you made the right choice. And if this resonated with you, please leave a like or comment down below so I can hear your story. I love hearing about how everyone is doing with their journeys. It's honestly beautiful to see this energy of people that really want to change and heal, and aren't afraid to make those moves and take those leaps of faith outside of their comfort zone in order to see some progress.